Okay, so I did the Seaside sprint race this morning. It's a Rhino Racing Community Series, pretty flat course. I found a decent course profile view of it. So if you look right here, actually this is a pretty good representation. So there's a little hill here and then another one here, and we did 3 laps of this. So my plan on the last lap was to see if I could get something to stick here, or if I could, and if that didn't work and I still had the legs, I was going to try on this little kicker here, see if I could get away from the group and then hold them off on this descent and see if I could hold them off there. So these morning races, I mean, you can do them every day and they're just perfect to play around with and try these different tactics and stuff. So it makes it super fun. It's also really hard to tell if other people that you're racing against are fatigued in virtual racing. You know, in real life, it's like, oh man, that guy looks tired. I'll see if I can wear him out on this hill. But you can't really do that in virtual. And so I'll just play at the last 3 kilometers here so that you can see those couple of attacks and see how it played out.
So right here is that first little kicker. I actually wasn't planning an attack on this one, and I still didn't, but these guys kind of went forward a little bit, so I figured I better stay at the front. And if you look at that little orange dot down there, coming up is that second little kicker where I was actually going to try the move. You can see my power numbers basically go under 100 right here. 100 to 150. Kind of a sign that I had given up. I just didn't think I had enough to really hold them off for another, 2.8 kilometers, 1.5 miles. So I decided I was just going to let them catch back up, catch a break, and then try it again up at that next little hill. So right here with about 1.7 Ks, 1 mile left, this ex-Heckman decided to take off, and I think he caught everybody by surprise. It wasn't really a spot where I thought anybody would try to go, but he caught everybody by surprise, and I thought about chasing for a second, but I thought for sure we would catch him at the end. Okay, so now we're coming into that final last little kicker that I was going to try to make a move on. After this, it's downhill and then just across a bridge to the finish line. So thought I would definitely be able to get some of the guys off of my wheel, but this guy just stayed right on my wheel, came up over this hill, and I realized, oh man, that effort. I think I was doing 700, 800 watts, put my camera in rear view, and they were all right there, and I was toast at this point. So it definitely didn't work, and be trying a different strategy next time. So let me know in the comments what you think, you know, what your strategy would have been, what you tried. I think I ended up finishing 8th on this.
Wow.
Oh, and also one other thing, pay attention to this result list right here. That X, oh, it doesn't even show it, but that X Heckman, that guy that took off, he ended up winning. And I think he won by like 2 seconds. So it was a super close race. And his move ended up working. So maybe that's the move to try.